If you're a dog owner here in Waukesha, you already know the joy of a good walk along the Fox River, but you probably also know the stress of a dog that pulls towards every single distraction. Well, that's what we're going to tackle today. This is your guide to finding that perfect local trainer who can help make every outing a pleasure.
This really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We've all seen it. Maybe we've even been that person getting dragged down the sidewalk. The goal here is to turn that chaos into a calm, enjoyable walk. And you know what? With the right person guiding you, that's totally possible. All right, here's our plan. First, we'll talk about what dog life in Waukesha is really like. Then we'll get into the different training styles, how to actually pick a professional, what it's all going to cost, and we'll finish up with a little local guide to help you succeed. Okay, first up, a dog's life in Waukesha. Because, let's be honest, good training isn't about performing tricks in your living room. It's about getting your dog ready for everything that's waiting right outside your front door.
And this is exactly why a local trainer can be so valuable. They get it. They know the sounds and smells of a Friday night live. They can help you prepare your dog for the crowds at Frame Park, so the skills you're learning actually work when you need them to.
So now that we've set the scene, let's figure out the right training style for you. This part is all about matching the format to what you actually need, and of course, what works for your dog's personality.
Here's a pretty straightforward way to look at the two most common choices. Group classes, they're fantastic for socialization and for practicing skills with other dogs around. But if your problems are things like barking at the mail carrier or jumping all over your guests, in-home training lets you tackle the problem right where it happens.
You're also going to see options like day training or board and train programs. And look, these can be really effective, but there's one thing you absolutely have to remember. Training is never just for the dog. The trainer's most important job is teaching you how to keep the progress going. You're a team. And, no matter which format you pick, the best, most effective trainers are all using this approach, positive reinforcement. It's not just about giving out treats. It's a science-backed way to teach your dog what you do want them to do. You end up building a confident partner who actually enjoys learning with you. All right, now for the really important part. How do you choose the right person for the job? Let's walk through the steps to check a trainer's skills and make sure they're a good match for you and your dog.
It's actually a pretty simple process. It just boils down to these 3 steps. Check their credentials, make sure you understand their methods, and then ask some key questions.
I know certifications can feel a bit like alphabet soup, but here's an easy way to think about it. For everyday skills like sit, stay, and walking nicely, look for a CPDTKA. Think of them as your trusted family doctor. But for more complex stuff like serious fear or reactivity, you might need a specialist, like an IAAB-certified dog behavior consultant.
Think of this as your interview cheat sheet. Remember, you're not just hiring someone to do a job, you're looking for a partner. How they answer these questions will tell you pretty much everything you need to know about their philosophy and if they're the right person for your family.
And this is a big one, a huge red flag. Modern effective training is all about communication, not about intimidation. Punishment-based tools might seem to work in the moment, but they don't fix the underlying issue. And worse, they can often create new problems like fear, anxiety, or even aggression.
Okay, let's talk about the money. What should you expect to invest for professional dog training right here in Waukesha?
So this should give you a pretty good ballpark for 2025 rates. As you can see, group classes are the most affordable way to get started. Private lessons cost more upfront, but you get that one-on-one attention. And then you have the big ticket items like board and train, which are a major investment. The key is to think about the value you're getting, not just the price.
Looking at those numbers, I bet you're asking yourself, is that in-home training really worth the extra money?
Well, for problems that happen at home, the answer is almost always a definite yes. Think about it. You're training in the exact place where the issues pop up. Your living room, your backyard, the solutions are more direct, and that almost always means you'll see faster, more reliable results. And for our last section, let's go over some local rules and resources. This is all about taking what you've learned in training and successfully applying it right here in our community.
Here are 3 key things every dog owner in Waukesha should just have in the back of their mind. We've got a citywide leash law. Your dog needs to be licensed once they're over 5 months old. And good training, well, that's your best tool for being a good neighbor and preventing issues like nonstop barking.
And when you're ready to practice, here are some fantastic local spots. The fenced-in areas at Minoka Park are perfect for working on recall.
The Riverwalk at Frame Park is just ideal for mastering loose leash walking with some real-world distractions, and the county trails are an awesome place to build focus in a totally new setting.
So really, finding the right trainer is the first step. The second step is that consistent practice. That's the 1-2 punch that's going to let you and your dog get out there and confidently enjoy everything our city has to offer.
We really wish you the best of luck in finding that perfect training partner, because having a well-behaved dog isn't just about following rules, it's really about freedom. It opens up this whole world of things you can do together, from just relaxing peacefully at home to enjoying a casual walk with friends right through the heart of downtown.